Saturday, I was like, I saw the town get destroyed. I was here. I had a safe evacuation plan. Um, like I was here when we like lost Main Street, and I watched all the windows break out of Zuma, and the whole entire restaurant float down the street, and that's when I was like, time to go. Um, when I came here on Sunday, like I got into the building on Saturday, and I mean at that point, like nobody was down here, and it was just like the destruction was unbelievable. Like it was hard to believe, and like that was the lowest point where you're just like, there's no way that we can come back from this. And what happened for me, the emotional journey was I came here Sunday. I didn't know what to expect. I was like, and every that we people we were here. They were already here. People were here. Like people that lost more than me had a better attitude than I did. And I pride myself on having a good attitude and being hopelessly optimistic to a fault. And I was just like, dude, you get over it. Like, I'm talking to Thomas, like his whole buildings floated away. And he's like, we got this, dude. And I was just like, I just changed my head at that point. Like I just switched. I was like, you know what? You're right. Um, and the biggest takeaway for me has just been the way that our community has rallied and responded. Like the civilian effort here in town it's off the charts, and I love it. I love that part of it. Like, look for the helpers. I just see the faces of the people that I know and love, and they're here, and like there's like an understanding where like people are like, I don't have words, and I'm like, we don't need words.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're just doing actions, and we all get it. Like it's destroyed. So like we don't need to say it because we can all see it. This is a marathon. Like I think we all have to be really aware of the fact that this is going to take months, and it's really going to take years,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to be prepared for that. There is a phase right now where I feel like we're in kind of a little bit of a race because of the mold stuff, and like and the mud. I'm like, we got to get this stuff out of here. So what I'm trying to do is focus on like getting this building and getting this town to a point of stasis where like, because it can get worse. The mold is gonna grow. And like what I was talking about before, where like when I'm away from here, that's when I feel sad. When I'm here in it, I feel hopeful, and I feed off the energy of the people. And so like it's not that this is like where I need to be. I mean it is, but it's also like where I want to be. Like I don't want to be hanging out at my house looking at the internet, cuz like that's a dead end. Like being here in it with the people, like that's what it's all about. So right now we're flooded with help. And I want to reiterate, like there are some things that we need immediate, but we're basically like our immediate needs are met. And I've seen this cycle of disaster. And so what's going to happen is in 2 weeks, people are going to forget and they're going to move on. And what I think is key for us is we need to sustain the level of support. We need to be like real about the fact that what we need, like what we need most is money. And it's a weird thing to say, like, but like that's what it's going to take. Pallets of bottled water are like gonna not do what we need them to do for the long term. I think another thing that I've been thinking a lot about, which is like the big existential questions of like what the new reality with climate change is. And I think it can be an opportunity to like build this back, but like we can't put it back like it was. Like there are things that we need to address because I found the power and the strength to do this, but what I don't have is the power and the strength to do this again in 3 years. Like I feel like this town is worth saving. I think it's worth having a town here, but we need to do a better job of like making sure that this doesn't happen again, and that again is going to be like a something much bigger than me or you or any GoFundMe account. I mean, this is going to take a massive federal investment in infrastructure to actually like make this town to a place where this doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
And it can be done. I mean, we need a levee. Right now, our sewer treatment plant is on the island. That's probably going to not be a sustainable thing moving forward. But again, that costs millions of dollars to build. And that's what we're going to need. And I'm really proud of the fact that this has basically been a civilian effort for cleanup. And also, I want to be clear, like, I'm not mad. I don't like, because again, like this is one town in a whole region that was decimated. And so like the resources, we've been able to do this part ourselves, but we cannot do the whole thing ourselves. And so we're going to need those resources. And to people that are blowing my phone up with the like, how can we help? What I've been telling people is call me in a month. Like, we're good right now. Like, what I need you to do is to call me in a month, because that's when everyone's moved on. And that's when we're going to need it the most. Like, we're going to need tractor trailers full of drywall down here because it's all in the street. I mean, this is it, dude. That's my restaurant right there sitting on the sidewalk.